Hey, Junction City Today fans, I am Craig Bielik. I'm your host of this wonderful program. And my guest today is Michael Plowman, the Executive Director of the Ogden Union Station Foundation. Michael is joining us to talk today about...
We're going to talk about the 150th anniversary celebration memorabilia that we still have left and your opportunity to still have that memorabilia as part of your...
Before it's gone.
Before it's gone.
When I said he's here today to talk about... I thought you were going to talk about T-shirts. Yeah, T-shirts. We should have rehearsed that.
Yeah,
well, we really should have.
We got it now, right?
There's T-shirts and so much more.
Yeah.
I mean...
So we've got the T-shirts that have the 150th logo, and all these T-shirts were designed by Symbol Arts here locally. So we have short sleeve and long sleeve T-shirts. We have hoodies for both men and women as well. As we go into the to the fall and winter season, you can get your hoodies. We also have, in addition to the 150th logo, there's some that are just Ogden related, just Ogden, Utah. They don't have the 150th celebration logo. So they can, we'll carry those. We'll continue to carry those. But we also have big boy T-shirts. So if you missed the opportunity to buy,
is that for like really muscly men, or
well, we have those too. Yeah, the big boys. But for the the big boy, the train that came
big boy
through,
train engine,
and the 844, the Living Legend 844 T-shirt. We also have those. So you can still get your memorabilia for the celebration, from the celebration.
And having it and wearing it is one thing, because it is cool stuff. I mean, it's good looking and all of that. But this also helps support the Union Station. Your money's not going to some guy on a yacht in Tahiti or whatever who makes T-shirts. It's going toward the Union Station.
That's absolutely right, Craig, because every penny that we're raising from these T-shirts and things now is all going to help with the master plan of the Union Station campus that is underway. So the master plan of the downtown, but also the Union Station campus. So all of the money that you purchase these T-shirts will go to help with that.
Right. Union Station, I mean, let's face it, Union Station is downtown. That started downtown.
Oh, no question.
This isn't a chicken and egg thing. There would be no downtown. Probably would be no Ogden without the Union Station.
Right. I mean, the history's rich there. I mean, as everyone knows, because of this year, or most everyone knows, I mean, it all started here in Ogden. I mean, they drove the spike at Promontory, but really the trains came here first and then went to Promontory when they finally finished the rails, and that's really what got 25th Street going and everything else.
There's so many exciting things going down on 25th Street. I mean, I'm going to say this. This is kind of a complaint, actually. 25th Street is getting so busy.
I know.
It is getting hard to, and that's a great thing. I mean, it's getting hard to walk down the street there. I mean, all the restaurants and the shops and people coming down to your museums and the activities you guys have. You guys have had something at least twice a month this whole year.
Yeah, either us or Downtown Alliance. I mean, Downtown Alliance just finished the Peculiar Pours Beer Fest. And I mean, they're always doing something on 25th Street, like the car show in the summer and a lot of other things. And so between the Downtown Alliance and us and the museum programming, I mean, there's always something going on downtown and at the station.
Right. And it takes money to make this happen.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, besides what you're buying at Peculiar Pours, boy, that's a hard one to say.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff. It does take money to make that building right there behind us, happen. I mean, you guys got to heat it. You got to fix the toilets when they break. All those kind of things.
Well, and really and truly, we want to preserve the history of what that station means to Ogden and to the state of Utah. I mean, it really is a preservation project for us and for everybody involved because of. I mean, it started with the Rels, but then, as you know, Craig, Ogden was the center of things going forward. We've got the classic car museum that the Brownings, the Brownings, mostly Matt Browning and John Browning gave to us, and then you've got the Browning Firearms Museum, which you've got prototypes of John Brownings that can't be found anywhere in the world other than there. So we want to preserve that history. And so when you purchase T-shirts or you come to a dinner celebration we're going to have or anything we do there, it helps with that.
That's cool. My son, Ryan, hi, Ryan, when he was in like 4th grade, something like that, he had to write a paper about a famous Ogdenite. And, of course, he chose John Browning. Then we got to come down, and that was really fun because, I mean, if you didn't know anything about the Brownings and their gun collection, just walking through there would be great. But because he'd been studying it, wow, was that fun. That really was.
And we have some docents when you go into that, especially in all of the museums down there, but especially the Browning firearms, those guys know everything about those guns, every gun. And there's a lot of them.
It. Yeah.
And they can tell you the history of all those guns. And
you better explain what a docent is. I'll bet there's people out there who are like, what's a docent?
Docent is basically somebody who's been trained to be more than just a volunteer. I mean, they know the history of things, and they're trained and brought along so that they really know things.
You have decent docents.
Oh yeah,
don't you?
Yeah.
I just coined that phrase, decent docents.
Hey, we better trademark that. Right?
We better talk about T-shirts before people start turning off the television, going, "I don't want to hear Craig making bad jokes."
Yeah,
so I want to talk about T-shirts. How many varieties do you have? Do you think?
Well, really, we have maybe 5 or 6 different T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this one is the 150th celebration T-shirt, but it's in a couple of different colors.
Yeah.
And it's in short sleeve, as I mentioned earlier. You've also got it in long sleeve, and then some hoodies. And then you've got just the Ogden T-shirt that just says Ogden, Utah. And then you've got the big boy and the 844 T-shirts. And those come in men and women's sizes, also in long sleeve and short sleeve and hoodies. So that's really the different varieties of T-shirts. But again, we mentioned your purchase of the T-shirts helps with Union Station renovations and the master planning process, and they're really affordable, Craig. I mean, you're talking anywhere from $10 for a short sleeve T-shirt to $25 for a hoodie.
Right. And if you're watching outside the Ogden area, here's a tip for you. Okay, take Front Runner up.
Yeah,
come up on Front Runner. Come to the Union Station. Bring your kids to the museums. Walk them around. Walk up 25th Street. It's not very far.
It's very nice.
You have got at least 24 restaurants on that street to choose from. Whatever kind of food you're looking for. Come on up for Christmas Village kicking off here in about another 30 days. Make it an all-day trip, and then go back on the Front Runner. You're not going to be unhappy. It's really, really wonderful. And while you're here, buy one of those T-shirts.
Absolutely. And if you're from, if you want us to mail you a T-shirt because you don't have time to come up, we're happy to do that too. You purchase it, we'll mail it to you.
And you can find all this information on this website right here, theunionstationfoundation.org, or call Mike. He'll be happy to help you. He really would. He's a good guy. I cannot promise you people out there that you will look as good as Mike looks in this T-shirt, but you will look better.
You'll probably look better.
Oh my God!
Good point, Craig. They'll look better.
Good point. I want that T-shirt. Can we trade? Right here? I mean, come on.
No. I don't want to do that. I don't want to embarrass myself. And, maybe if I was down 30 pounds.
Talk about Browning gun show. Right here.
Exactly.
Get that off.
There you go.
Well, thanks for joining us for this silly but important episode of Junction City Today. I am your host, Craig Bielik. This is Mike Plowman. He is the executive director of the Ogden Union Station Foundation. Woo,
it's a mouthful.
Sorry. It is. It really is. And he would love it if you came up to his station, supported it, bought some shirts, went to his events.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and we'll see you folks all next time. Goodbye. I'm keeping my shirt on. Don't worry. I'm keeping my shirt on.